What's going on, everybody? So I'm back in my hero, and this entire video is going to be me playing as Deku, since I just went ahead and got the vigilante fit, as I'm going to go ahead and call it. Been wanting this fit for a long time, and I'm finally got it. So I'm like, you know what? Let me go ahead and wear it. Let me play with it. And right now I'm just trying to go ahead and just find out what different videos I want to go ahead and make. Because of course I could go ahead and go over buffs and nerfs, but I would imagine by this point, this far into the season, you guys already have a decent idea of everything that everything that each character has gotten in terms of buffs and nerfs. So I don't feel like that's really super necessary of me. But as the title of the video said, I'm gonna be playing. I'm locking in as Deku. Yeah, I gotta lock in, but I'm gonna lock in as Deku and try to go win me a couple matches on here. And well, I already had these pre-recorded, of course. I'm commentating over it. And the second part of the video is going to be the last match, if you want to see this specifically, is going to be me talking about and speaking up about toxic/rude players, because it really shows in that game. And with the way that it went, I feel like I had to speak up on it because it didn't sit right with me. But we'll get to that when the time comes. So right here, I'm playing Strike Deku first. I'm trying to tell my team about Strike Dabi up there because he's just activating Gamma and shooting alphas from afar. I have no heals. I was hoping my overhaul would have his special action available to heal me, but I guess he didn't. Not too sure. So right now I'm just focusing on surviving because I have literally 20 HP and still going down. So I'm still pushing the fight because, like, if anything, if nothing else, in my mind, I need to at least push the fight like I'm unafraid, like they don't know that I'm low on HP. I need to push with confidence. At least that's the way I think. So I help take care of that Dabi right there. Endeavor comes out of nowhere. Oh, which, speaking of Endeavor, at the time that I'm recording this, they are going to be fixing Endeavor's Gamma. I believe that's going to be a maintenance today. So they're going to be fixing his Gamma, which I'm not mad at, to be honest with you, because, oh my gosh. Like, this is something that kind of irritates me when it comes to playing on my hero with a couple of these players. You guys pick one singular move and y'all spam it. Like, y'all try to cheese the game with it, and it annoys the crap out of me because, sure, you have that one character who has just that one insanely good move. It's so OP, it's so broken, I get that. But that's like the only move y'all use with the character. And sadly, Endeavor has become a real big victim of this. Because, like, everybody already knew Endeavor had, an insanely powerful alpha, a very powerful beta, and an okay gamma before his buff. Then after his buff, and after, the nerf to his alpha, people are like, oh, hey, let me go ahead and just max out gamma and just spam prominence burn. It's like, y'all do know he has two other moves that are just as good, right? The flame arrow with the pillar at the end of it, and his alpha still melts people. But instead, y'all choose one singular move and y'all spam it to the point where it's annoying, to the point where people feel like they have to complain and, ask for the devs to nerf the move. Prime example, another good example of that, Toga. Although she hasn't been touched yet, let's hope she officially gets nerfed or something like that, or another nerf. She can literally erase her cooldowns by just, swapping into somebody else's blood. Also, I do get downed right here. I was thinking about cutting it, but I was like, I'll just keep it in. Again, Battle Royale game, you're not going to win every match. Plus, it's not the end of the match, so I'm going to let my teammates take over here. I'm looking at my players' ranks. I want to see how strong they are. Sometimes I just do that just to go ahead and, gauge their strength. But back to the Toga thing, and back to the cooldown thing. She literally, as long as she switches into somebody else's, as long as she switch into somebody else and use their use their blood. As long as she switches to them and cancels it, she can literally erase her cooldown. She can erase the entire idea of her having a cooldown, making it where her moves have to be infinite. I know some of y'all have already dealt with it, but imagine getting hit with her Gamma, which does 106 damage at level 9, mind you, and literally all she has to do is transform into you and then out of you and do it again in a matter of, like, I'll probably say 3 to 5 seconds. And then they're gonna add more to it. It's like, actually, I don't think there even need to be more added to it. Like, why can she do that? Like, they nerfed All For One for that, but not her? Like, that's ridiculous. So a lot of Toga players, they just, first it was beta, and then some knew about Gamma at the time, but now it became Gamma since they nerfed beta. And I'm like, goodness, dude, Y'all do know she got knives she can throw, which can be incredibly annoying and do good damage if you're consistent with it. And then her beta, although it has slightly reduced damage, it's still very powerful and has a lot of mobility. Like, come on, people. Like, characters have more to their moveset than just one singular move. Another character I jumped to, Dobby, Strike Dobby. Now, I am happy that he didn't receive no crazy nerf or whatever, because I've heard people talk about, increases HP drainage, or freaking, reduce the damage that he does. Which, reducing the damage, I get that. HP drainage, no, please leave that alone. Bro was dang near burning off 100 HP every time he uses the Gamma. And we're not even counting the fact that people will be attacking you while using the skill. Don't touch that. Just leave that alone. It's fine as is. But we all know that while Dobby is in his Gamma mode, his beta has insane tracking. I've seen so many players, like Dobby players, who pick up Dobby, use his hugs, and then the moment they burn out of his hugs, activate a purple card to get the hug back faster. Like, y'all do understand that he has more to his kit than just hugging you to death. Like, that's just like, the cherry on top, the icing on the cake. Like, throw some alphas, do more with his character. He's not only just, oh yeah, hug, hug, hug. Like, no, use his other moves. And even if time your burst with the hugs or the alpha, it all works. He can do combos. He's not just one move killer. Like, come on. And so now, let's see, another character, Twice. People literally combo his Gamma into itself just for free. Now, on another behalf, Overhaul can do the same thing. But at least the difference is, I would say with Overhaul, his is much easier to dodge. You just gotta be looking out for it. For Twice, if you're within range, it doesn't matter what move you're doing, at least from my experience. You could be doing like Kirishima's Armored Gamma or something. It doesn't matter what move you're doing. His little measuring tape, his ruler, will stop you in your place, stop you from doing the move, get priority, and he'll go ahead and smack you up with a couple of kicks and a clone. Or smack you with another Gamma just to combo into itself. So, this is my expression to, my hero players. I'm not saying that I'm not gonna sit here and say it's just straight up bad that you're just, comboing moves into themselves. But it's annoying when you literally only use one singular move on a character who has 3 different moves that they can utilize and that they are meant to be utilized together. So please, like, that's probably why a lot of characters, in the past got nerfed, because y'all would just spam one singular move. But hey, who knows? I'm trying to go ahead and in this fight, this endeavor. Yeah, I'm not mad. Like, look at that. That flame barrel looked pretty powerful. If he had a higher level, I probably wouldn't have shield right now. So yeah, so it's just something that annoys me, because people are now just equipping Endeavor and are just spamming Prominence Burn. And even though the devs were probably going to, tune up his Gamma anyways, due to just how it's practically a guaranteed shield breaker now, it doesn't help that y'all are up here spamming the move like Endeavor doesn't have other skills that he can use. So, sorry, I need to get that off my chest. It just annoys me to see players use only one move out of a character who has 3 different moves to use. Like, if you're somebody like Compress, for an example, okay, I get why you only use trucks. Your second skill is a shield, and that can reflect things, so you need the opponent to attack you with projectiles. And then your third skill is more of an escape move. I get that. Or let me think, what's another character that has less skills to work with? Compress was easier for me to think of, because I just know that that's what he has. But like, for characters like that, okay, I get why you spam trucks. That's really his only main offensive skill. But for somebody like Endeavor, Twice, Dobby, and Toga, who have more options than Compress, there's no way you should be spamming one singular move. That's ridiculous. So, to get back on track with this match, 17 then, these ranked games have been much more intense. I know I said that in the last video, but I want to make sure I just really express that. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, maybe it's because I'm entering the lobby with more expert/ace ranked players now. But these games have just been super intense that I've been playing. Like, I have trouble getting items now. I have items getting heals. It is ridiculous. Shout out to this Mirio, because he was trying to give me some cards to help me out, and I appreciate him for it, because I had nothing. Because, man, it's a tough match. The circle is now fully closed in, and there are still 7, now 6 teams left. So, I dropped down with a Manchester Smash, my beta. Whenever I'm that high in the air, I try to make use out of, the increased range right there. Hey, Rose almost caught me with that shield. Yeah, I'm trying to get the Toga now because Shield plus Ultra with my quirk. Like, oof, that is crazy. But yeah, but I don't know. It annoys me that some characters get nerfed or buffed or whatever, and it's all based on the fact that how people play with the character by just spamming one singular move. Like, come on. I don't know about you guys, but I'm counting three quirks at three quirk skills right there with the R2, R1, and L1. It's like, so unless you're a character like, Compress, who only has one main option for offense, it's like, come on, use the other skills. So by this point, me and my team, we are surprisingly getting through this match. Overhaul's going off with 6 KOs. I definitely feel like this match I was playing more of a support role. That's another thing I would like to also address. I feel like there are 2 different roles you could play in this game for the most part. You could either play more of a support role where you help out your team by getting KO assist or team heals, or revive, stuff like that. Or you can play the other role where you're doing the most damage and you're the one going into battle and getting the KOs and stuff like that. And I feel like for players, it's kind of hard. At least for me, I can play both positions, but I feel like for other players it might be hard to play one of the other roles, being the main damage dealer or being the support character. I gotta admit, this match, I got decent damage right now. I got no KOs. I feel like I'm kind of just there, just helping my team out. Yeah, I got Toga off of my overhaul because she used the syringes. She was gonna probably heal herself in Storm, so I couldn't risk that. So right there I go with the team heal. I was definitely being more of a support role right here. Had to make sure she was gone. Didn't need her coming back. So here we are to the final 2 teams, which is me. Who was it? So there's a Shigaraki. I'm pretty sure I saw a Dabi. Yep. My overall went down. I was like, oh, Dabi. Nope, get him down. Get him out. He needs to go. You need to leave. Because you don't need him reviving, especially with it being strike. So right there, I was able to go ahead and get my overhaul up. And now we're all just trying to focus down this compress. Go to the air, go a couple trucks. Maybe I have to try compress again. I played him like once or twice, and that's really about it in solos. But maybe I have to try him again. Yeah, his trucks hurt, especially if you have shield. You just get stunned. So I'm pretty sure by this point we're gonna win this, no issues. I wish my kick drifted over to the bridge. I was really hoping I could have caught him with that kick. But I do go ahead and like this last alpha right here. So, at that point, game's over. We won. I think I'm going to comment something right here. Because I do stay stuck for a second and I end up getting in Storm. But what do I end up doing? I am just stuck right there. I don't know what I was doing. But anyways, stuck right there. Press went down. We won that game. So, that game I was definitely playing more of a support role. And I'm not mad at it. I'm cool with that. The whole point of this game, at least for me, is teamwork. You work as a team, you can't lose. Or it's very hard for you to lose. So, anyways, I'm going to go ahead and jump onto whatever topic I'm going to talk about in the next match. So, let's go. So, here we go, hopping into the second match. We switch maps on this one, and I believe this is going to be like the permanent map for the rest of the video. I don't think we swap back over to the other map. So, I started my usual area, looking around, trying to find chests. I noticed, I definitely think it has something to do with, the new matchmaking and everything, because, yeah, I'm loading in with a lot more expert, ace, or just overall more experienced players. If I'm correct, I think there was a lot of people around, I don't know, I'm going to have to go back and look. Yeah, there's people fighting over there in the UA, and then there goes the All Might. Yep, and then Deku right there. Yeah, there's a lot of people who just spawned here, which I can't blame them. This area, in my opinion, is a very good area to go ahead and find, level up cards, healing items, or even Coda. He might be, he might be around somewhere. So by this point, overall, I'm surprised this combo. That is crazy. Which go back to what I said in my last, in the last match. Teamwork is key. I did not think Overhaul's melee combo, after he hit me with his Gamma, with all for one's Gamma, was going to combo, but it did. And if it wasn't for knockback, I'd be dead. But look at this. Look at this match right here. This, at the time, felt so intense. We were just throwing hands. Nothing but straight haymakers at each other. Like, at first, they tried to go ahead and jump me and get me out of there, but I was able to survive, and then my Ibarra came with the team heal, thank goodness. By this point, I'm looking around for Shigaraki because I noticed that he's low on health. I want to make sure he's good. So he's good. So I'll go back to focusing on the enemy. All Might chasing him down. Overhaul caught me slipping. Like we were just throwing haymakers left and right. It was kind of crazy. This was an intense match. What is going to be an intense match. Something else that I also noticed with the matches I've been running into. Some of you guys just third party, and that's really about it. Some of you guys just like the third party, and although it is an effective strategy, it is so annoying when you're the one pushing the fight, and then out of nowhere somebody just comes out randomly. Oh hey, I'm gonna jump into your battle. Like no, go find somebody else to fight. Like third partying is an effective strategy, but man, it is annoying when like 5 of the 8 teams just wait for you to third party. That is so annoying. So, and I noticed that All Might's weak here, so I'm like, let me chase him down, because I could probably get him out. He's running, he's moving. If I can catch him slipping, I know I can shoot him down and get him out the game. So that's just what I do. I focus on him, I chase him down, and I end up losing him right here. At least I thought I did. Pretty sure, yep, All for One comes around the corner. They had little time to heal, it's the same team. And All Might's right there, so I'm like, boom, perfect. Stomped him out with my Gamma. So by this point, me and Shigaraki are about to go ahead and get this guy out the game, get him gone. And here's where the third party comes in. Bam! Yep. You was not even on their team, bro. Where did you come from? You weren't even on the team. It was literally an Overhaul, an All for One, and an All Might. You weren't a part of the squad. Where'd you come from, bro? But thanks to Maya Bar, I got back up. So by this point, I'm like, let me look around for items, because I need items. So I start leveling up my skills. So, I guess while I'm playing as Strike Deku currently, what strategy do y'all go with Strike Deku? Max Alpha, Max Beta, Max Gamma, 4-4-4 strategy, and then you go with, your own preferred method? I would love to hear what y'all do with this character. Also, do y'all have this skin? Because, like, it is awesome. I was thinking about switching back to the original colors, but I was like, red's my favorite color. So and any heat color is pretty much the closest I'm gonna get to a red fit, so I rocked it. So by this point, my team, we finally have a moment to breathe, a moment to chill, which is surprising because these games this season, they're built different. They're built different. I'm telling you. I don't know about you guys, but for me personally, these games are something else. So we have a moment to breathe, so we start looting up and getting items. Let me think. Is there anything else I want to talk about? I talked about Endeavor getting his nerf. When it comes to Endeavor getting nerfed or getting adjusted, I am hoping that the only thing that I hope that they change is the damage. I think personally, was I mad at it doing 245? Realistically, and I'm kind of mid-ground with it. Is it ridiculous? Yeah, but then also, we have to keep in mind, Prominence Burn is Endeavor's finishing move. Think about all his big fights and who is he and how is he finishing them? Nomu, Shigaraki when he came out in season 6, and then I don't want to spoil anything, but I'll just go ahead and say another intense battle in case y'all haven't watched the anime or read the manga. Yeah, he finishes off all his enemies or tries to finish them with Prominence Burn. So yeah, it should be a powerful move. I loved how I caught that Ito right there. Incredible. I didn't think I was gonna catch him. I just did it. I was like, I gotta wing it because my teammate needs help. So I gotta wing it. But back to the Endeavor thing. It's his finishing move. It's his ultimate attack. It should hit hard. So they're probably gonna enough to damage. Here's what I would ask them to do. Instead of it doing like 245, which is dang near a guaranteed shield break, just let it do about 200, maybe 210 damage. I think that's right. I think that's fine. Just tone down the damage a little bit from 245, 200, or even 210. And I think everybody will be fine with it. Endeavor is still a top tier character in my opinion. That's probably why a lot of us are feeling like his Gamma was super overtuned, especially since I don't think there's any move that just does a guaranteed shield break. So, at most I could ask for is just tone down the damage. Just turn it down to 200 or 210. Because most characters who do hit hard in singular moves, or like Bakugo's Gamma, Deku's Beta, both variations, they hit for a solid 150 to 200. Or we'll use Kirishima as another good example. His Gamma does 180, 190, or even 200 depending on the setup. I'm pretty sure I've said that before. But yeah, I said that in my Endeavor video. I knew that sounded familiar. I was like, why does that sound familiar? That's why I said it in the Endeavor video. But I think having moves, I think the max damage a singular move should do shouldn't be no more than 200. Any more damage than that should be, be done from like a combo. Like, oh, okay, I comboed Strike Deku's Gamma into his Beta. Okay, that's why I got 200 plus. It shouldn't just come from one singular move. I thought the Endeavor was right there, and I was poorly mistaken. They gave me a rude awakening for that. My miscalculation almost led to me just going down. So I had to get out of there. I had to leave. Either that or I die. I was not trying to go. So but yeah, so that's just my thoughts. I wasn't really all that mad at Endeavor, for having a guaranteed shield break move. But I also understand why, it's overtuned and why it needs to be changed. Just tone down the damage to 200, and I think it'll be fine. We'll still be fine. Let me think. So by this point, I got a lucky shot. I guess I third partied. I did the very thing I hate. I became the very thing I hate. But I ended up shooting that overhaul right there. I noticed that my team was across the map. So like, okay, I was not paying attention. That was my bad. Shigaraki, if you're watching this, Lock Dog, I'm sorry. I definitely feel like I should have been paying attention more, and I would have been able to probably resurrect you, or at least, save you from that. So at this point, I'm trying to stick with my Ibarra because this is a tough game. Everybody's everywhere, and they're all over the place, and I'm trying to give time for my Ibarra to, heal us up. So now I'm looking around. That Endeavor, I can't tell if that's a different Endeavor or the same Endeavor from a little bit earlier, because his levels are lower. You can tell by his alpha. So yeah, so everybody's just here, just throwing hands. Like it's pure chaos. It's crazy. So found this twice here. I'm hoping to get this twice because twice is a problem. I think even if they did nerf his Gamma, twice would still be a problem. So now I'm just trying to focus on surviving and helping out my Ibarra to the best of my abilities. So Bongo almost caught her with a howitzer right there. Thank goodness he missed. And twice now we're right into the storm. Now here caught me a little bit off guard. Just nothing's crazy, but how am I standing here? Like, I know I'm probably just standing on like the slight edge of that beam on the wall, but that is still crazy. So at this point, I aim out my Gamma so I can come down with a kick. Which I was able to go and back them up, but then I guess the Toga right there. I don't know if that's Toga or like, I think that was Toga. I was like, why was there another Ibarra there? So I go plus Ultra right here. Both me and Ibarra are freaking plus Ultra, and we're trying to survive. We are just throwing hands, and it is just crazy. But these games are good. Like I'm not even mad when I play this game. I don't even get mad at like I don't even get mad at like the people who feel like jumping me. That's the point of team battle. You're supposed to fight as a team. I get mad when the team I'm working with doesn't work as a team with me. That's where the anger and irritation comes from. So this is the end of the match. I got my KO. I'll chat more about teams and everything in the next clip because yeah, I get caught here. I'm like, oh, great, the whole team's here. So I'm not getting out of this. So, next match, let's go. So I'm into the next match. But yeah, so when I'm playing this game, I'm not gonna lie to you. I have moments where I get irritated, and I'll go more into that into this final match. There is one more match after this, which is the match I wanted to talk about, for the second part of the video. But what really irritates me in this game is when I'm fighting a team and they're working together flawlessly, which that's great. That's the point of team battle. You're supposed to work with your team, combo with them, support them, however way, help your team get to the finals and win. That's the whole point of team battle. So it just personally annoys me and irritates me, even to the point where I have to take a break from the game sometimes, when I repeatedly run into teammates who choose to not work with you, who choose to go ahead and almost work against you. It feels like that they might steal your items from you, or they're gonna go ahead and not fight with you when you're trying to chase down a team or trying to chase down a person, a player, and then you're like, what am I supposed to do? Because you could fight a 1v1 rarely in team battle, but odds are the person's team that you're fighting is going to notice and be like, oh hey, let's go help our teammate, and they're going to come out of nowhere and just annihilate your HP. Again, that's good on their end. That is great on their end, and I'm happy that there are players who understand, oh yeah, we need to work as a team to win the match. But it just seems like for me, I continuously run into players who don't want to work as a team, who only want to do their own thing. And it's crazy because like you work. I kid you not. I promise you guys, whoever's watching this, if you work as a team with your team, if you do team attacks and everything, there's not much that can stop you guys. Like think about it. What's one of the most devastating combos that you could think of in this game? I can tell you for one, it's a freaking all for one gamma into like projectiles from All Might, Deku, Bakugo, Endeavor. You know, a combo like that, no one's surviving. I don't care who you are, you're not surviving. So, this slightly on top of with the game right here. Caught this twice slipping. I guess he had low HP. Right there, me and Shigaraki, we iced this guy immediately. We worked together. It was awesome. Team combos. I promise y'all, if y'all work on team combos or fighting together at least, or knowing when to back up and hit a team heal if you have access to one, y'all be so much better. You know, cover each other's backs. You don't have to be like, you know, the Avengers or the Justice League in terms of your combos or whatever, but just have each other's backs and fight together. That's all y'all need. Why was that clone freaking throwing the meanest hands? It was a clone. I thought it was an actual player when I was playing this. But it was just a clone. So, by this point, just the same. It's just the same process as, you know, as any other game. We have time to breathe. We're trying to loot up and get ready for the next fight that's going to come our way. But yeah, so that's just my main gripe, and that's going to play more into it later on into this last match. But I'll get there when we get there. You know, no point in me spoiling it and, you know, jumping ahead. So by this point, me and my team, like I said, we're just looting up, getting items.
I found an item.
He gave up a red beta. I assumed he would have max out beta. So I'm like, cool, let me grab that card, because if I can do more damage as an assault character, I'll take it. I'll 100% take it. Assault characters have some of the they have some of the hardest hitting moves in their game in the game. Like Mount Lady, although she has the combo for it, if you go into her giant mode and do it, she's smacking like 160 plus with each and every kick that she does in her giant mode. It's kind of ridiculous. So I tell my team that people are fighting over there. Or let me think, another assault character, All Might. Before he got nerfed, before his beta got nerfed, he used to hit for like 224. Like, ooh. Like, I'm not mad at that getting nerfed there. I gotta look and see how much damage it does now. I caught that twice slipping. I caught him slipping. I saw him heal, and I was like, ooh, let me go and shoot him. But All Might's beta used to hit for like 224. I think now it probably does, I think 200. I gotta go back and look. But he still hits solidly hard. Like, assault characters, Kendo's Clap, her gamma, hits insanely hard. 180, and then she has like 3 charges of it. Like, whew, man, don't get caught close range with her. Assault characters, and one move, they have some of the hardest hitting moves. So I caught that twice slipping. I noticed that Toga took my Shigaraki's blood, so I'm like, let me get over here and start popping the cap, and then, yep. And she's trying to dodge. I end up catching. Let's see, I got a snipe shot. At least I think I do. But she's still moving around. So I'm trying to get over to catch her, but I'm like, nope, I'm getting focused down by an Endeavor. There's a Deku nearby. I need to move. So I end up grabbing this team heal right here, and I go in this bush to hide. Now, I don't know how in the world I survived this. Because look at this. How did I survive? And how did I miss him? And it's just as good of a question. How did I survive, and how did I miss him? So right there, me and Shigaraki, we get this guy out of the lobby because it's Endeavor. He's going to always be a threat. Unless they kill the character, he's going to always be a threat. So I'm trying to catch his Toga, but she's a slippery Toga. She's slippery. So I don't end up getting her, at least not right there. If I even get her, if I even get her again, this game, it goes on for a long time. So what is going on now? So another Toga popped up. I'm like, okay, cool. I'll just kick you, and then snipe shot. The moment that she let go of her and her iframes, like, let me go ahead and shoot her. Now this annoyed the crap out of me when I was playing. I'm like, I want you gone. You attacked me out of nowhere, and I was just defending myself. And now you got freaking twice backing you up. He sent out a clone. I can't focus you guys without me forfeiting my life, and I'm not doing it. So I was like, let me just leave. Besides, my team was all the way on the other side of the map. So, just a tip for, I guess, anybody that's watching, you know, definitely try to do your best to pay attention to where your team is going. Communication is key for the entire team, but if you are communicating, at least try to keep an eye on where your team is going on the map. So at this point, everybody is fighting in that building right there, and I noticed Endeavor goes in. I thought he was going to do a prominent plan on the outside, so I was hoping to shoot him, but no, he went inside. So Atoga went ahead and got Shigaraki's blood again, so full power beta. Absolutely hurt. And I'm like, let me get rid of her. She, or at least what I thought was her. She has to go. Shoot her down right there. In case also y'all don't know, with Assault Deku, another little tip, I don't know, I'm pretty sure I've already said this before. Do a couple shots of his alpha and then surprise them with the crouch shot. It always catches them off guard. Unless they're already dodging your shots, you know, trying to survive, just catch them off guard with a crouch shot in the middle of your alphas. It always works. So by this point, I noticed the Toga came out, so I'm like, cool, let me go ahead and get her out. She has to go. Boom. Outshot. So, I get this Toga out, which, yeah, that was a Toga from earlier, I believe. And he, like that right there. You just came up to my face in Prominence Burn. You didn't think to maybe throw a flame arrow or maybe do an alpha. Like, you came up firstly, and look at this. Oh, I caught him with the black whip into the drop kick. Man, getting that off is so satisfying. But, yeah, don't just run up to somebody's face in Prominence Burn. It's powerful, but goodness, it's not just, you know, it's not that broken. Jeez. He could have used any other move there between his beta or his alpha that would have been much more fitted for the situation. But he went gamma. Like, if you're gonna go gamma in that situation, get some space first. You want to back up. Because if somebody sees the red lines, they're gonna panic immediately and try to move because they know it's during the range for a very devastating move. But that close up, it wasn't that big of a deal for me to deal with. I was able to catch this off one with a drop kick. But it did that little weird twist thing where it aimed upwards while drifting forwards. It's I wish they could do something about that. It's so weird. So by this point, we're looking around trying to see what's going on. I believe by this point it is just an overhaul by himself and all. No, that was twice, so it's not by himself. No. So that means that I don't know what the teams are for this. I'm be real. I think it's Toga twice because they are up there and they are chilling. I go to press them. I guess it's overhaul in all four. But the reason why I'm questioning it, y'all see later. The reason why I'm questioning it. So by this point, I was trying to catch that twice out there with a snipe shot. I missed. So now I'm chasing him down in hopes that I can go ahead and stop him from regenerating. Because he's definitely trying to heal. So I don't see him, but I see the Toga. So another snipe shot. Like, I love that move. It is so satisfying. And then I activate the attack boost right then and there to get a drop kick off. And it did 200 damage. Insane. So off one caught me slipping here, and now I'm like, okay, retreat. So I back up, and Overhaul's right there. Because of the way Overhaul is hiding right there, it makes me think, was they even on the team? What is the team? Because obviously Twice and Toga were together, unless they were just teaming in team battle, and they're on two different teams, which it's believable. So by this point, my Lemillion goes down, and I'm trying to do everything in my power to get him back up. I did a snipe shot. I used Black Whip to catch him right here into a drop kick. I'm trying to do the best I can to save my Mirio. Like, I feel like I was popping off this game. So out of nowhere, Kirishima. Like, I don't know what the teams are. And actually, I think that is a Kirishima. And so now Toga's back. And I'm like, goodness gracious, what is going on here? So I just quickly get him back up immediately, and even if I didn't, he was going to get back up. So I go down right here, and yeah, it's just absolute chaos. I don't know who's on whose team. It's crazy. It's ridiculous. Mirio gets cloned. I would have survived. Yeah, spoiler, I don't survive this. I would have survived if I didn't get shot by either Twice or his clones. Yep, there he goes. Yeah, that was the actual Twice. So the only one left now is my Shigaraki, which shout out to you, shout out to my Lemillion too. He was doing phenomenal. This was just an insanely tough game. He was doing great. I think at the end of this, we did end up having the highest stats. I had the most KOs, and my Shigaraki had the most damage. But yeah, I mean, look at him, 6,400.
Yes, good.
So, by this point, this game is going to drag out a bit. Because right now, both All For One and Shigaraki, my Shigaraki, are trying to play like the area attack game, which who can catch who in either area attack. All For One's Black Void or Shigaraki's Ground Destruction. Who's gonna get caught first? So I'm trying to think who is left, but I think it's an Overhaul. I think an Overhaul is left. I don't think that All For One has a teammate because there are 3 teams left. Which is why I was lost about like what are the teams. I don't know. I didn't know what was going on. Like what was going on with the teams. And all I know is me and my teammates were just getting attacked from all sides. It was not fun. But yeah, so literally it's just a area of attack type of game right now that they're playing. And what also catches me off guard is what's about to happen here, I believe. Yeah, there goes Overhaul. Which he would have had him right there if it wasn't for Overhaul special action. He would have had him. The shame. Yeah, and here they are, attacking my Shigaraki. I guess maybe they're trying to attack each other, but they deliberately try to take out my Shigaraki right here. Which he was able to fake them out right here, which thank goodness. If it was me, I probably would have went for a Gamma and then probably died. So good job on him for not just, initially going into the Gamma right afterwards. That's probably why he lived longer. And right there, he takes out the Overhaul. So I'm like, what was the teams? What was going on? So now it's just Shigaraki and All For One. The battle for who's gonna be, the true big bad villain, the true demon lord. So also, I love this Shigaraki outfit. I'm probably gonna make a video about this next. I'm gonna be real with you guys. I love this Shigaraki fit. Oh, and I also finally got Assault Shigaraki, so I can finally play with him and get better with him. Playing a couple times, I see why people really like him. He is really fun. He has very good movement. But this game's coming to an end. I'm pretty sure that it's out of luck for Shigaraki. Yep, and then Beta. So, sadly, this All For One decides to, teabag and troll my teammates. Sadly, I'd rather just finish him off. But oh well, I guess. I don't agree with it, but oh well. So, let's hop into this next match. Alright, so here we go for the final match. Now, I'm gonna just, spoil y'all ahead of time. Don't expect some super extravagant, crazy type of, locked in type of Deku gameplay. This is more so for me to address something that personally irritates me when it comes to playing with people online, or at least, playing randoms online and just hopping with another team. Alright, now, if you're dealing with a team who isn't trying to work with you and isn't trying to work together, fight as a team, or move with the same motion, be on the same page, I totally get how that would make somebody angry and mad. And by that point, I think that if, the people are making you that mad or that angry, why not just leave the game when you go down? Or why not just, no, just literally, why not just leave the game? Or why not just, or if the player annoys you that much, why not just block them? The game does have a setting where you don't have to play with any players that you block. Like, that is an option. So right now, I am getting items on the mountain because nobody spawned in the mountain on this map. I'm like, cool, let me get some items. Try to go ahead and, level up, etc. You know the plan. Loot up and go fight. I feel like that should be the plan for the most part. Unless you're in a situation where you have to fight, I feel like the plan should just be always loot up and then go try to take on a fight. So, I'm saving the civilians to get a team heal on standby because I know it's going to be needed. So, my Shigaraki is telling me about, enemy. But, but back to the entire player talk though. If a team of people or multiple people make you so mad playing with them where you're just like, what are you doing? No teamwork at all. You're not agreeing with their play style. You could just go ahead and block them and not have to play with them again. Or you could just leave the match and hop into another game if they make you that upset. I know I've definitely done that. Shoot, I'm not gonna lie to you. I did it yesterday. I was so mad at going into loss after just coming across players who wasn't willing to work together. And I'm like, what's the point of me playing right now? So I took a break. I got off. I took a break. I took a nap. I went to bed. So yeah, and this will play a part. Trust me. But everything I'm saying is gonna play a part. I'm just waiting for us to get to that part. So Endeavor, Prominence Burn spam, because why not? The move is still broken as of this recording. I drop kick him. I love that drop kick. Like I think that like Assault Deku is one of my favorite characters to play. He is so fun. So catch this Endeavor here. I'm like, nope, you gotta go, bud. I can't have you Prominence burning my people. I would have snatched him right there, but my Mount Lady was stomping him out. So I'm like, oh, okay. At least I tried. So we down him. And then Overhaul is throwing them spikes. I'm not gonna lie, I think I'm done with this. I might go play as Overhaul. Overhaul is so fun to play. He is so fun. So I saw her pop out of nowhere. Like, yeah, I'm just stunned by these games. These games are chaotic. Goodness. And I had this both Overhaul and Endeavor on me. So by this point, I'm telling my team SOS because these guys are probably gonna get me. So. Yep, and he's still throwing rocks. Now, I thought I was safe here. I didn't, I didn't think that was gonna happen right there. He had a blue card, so I get got. I know my Shigaraki is trying to save me, and I appreciate him for that. So now I am viewing the Mount Lady. So if I'm correct, I'm not going to be playing this match anymore. So I'm going to use this time to perfectly address what's about to happen. So Mount Lady is attacking the Endeavor here, hoping to take him out. She almost did. I feel like she caught him with maybe another Gamma or something. She could have taken him out. So Overhaul right there. Mount Lady tried to stop him, but she also had to focus on Endeavor because Endeavor is a super big threat. And so Shigaraki goes down, and my Shigaraki go ahead and decides to go ahead and speak a few words. Yeah, effing useless. So. And then he leaves right after commenting. So this is what I was talking about from the beginning of the video and even throughout the video. Don't comment and say stuff like this and then leave. It's like, listen, the Shigaraki player, if you're watching this, yeah, I'm calling out the BS that you did, okay? I think it's BS. You need to understand that you won't be getting saved in every situation you're in. Okay? Like that, it's going to happen. Sometimes you're going to get super focused. I get super focused. Shoot, I don't even think people know me like that, to be real with you, in this game. Like, you just get focused in this game. So, if you get mad about it and everything, I totally get it. It might make you mad. Maybe you had previous games where the same type of thing happened. But the Mount Lady tried. Okay, that's the point I'm getting at. It's not like she just abandoned you or anything. She genuinely tried to save you. And she couldn't. She had Endeavor, and she had to deal with Endeavor and Overhaul. I was about to look at this person. Shout out to you. You are a cool player. I just want you to understand that. I totally get that was a difficult situation. There was no way for Mount Lady, in my opinion, to get Shigaraki out of that without her forfeiting her life. And I'm just looking at the message, just stunned, like, wow, way to be a jerk. Like, there was nothing Mount Lady could have done right there to get Shigaraki out of that situation without her also going down too. So it would have been pointless. So that's the very thing I want to talk about. Because I've come across several players who would sit up here and just, talk trash in the chat, talking about, oh, you're useless, or you suck, or, you're ass, and everything, right? And I'm a curse to understand. I'm not going to do a whole lot of censoring to say I understand that what people are saying. But, like, the people say stuff like that and then leave immediately. Like, if you have enough balls to go ahead and say it in chat, like, why not stay there so we can at least defend ourselves? But I guess you feel like we're so trash that we don't have the right to defend ourselves or something, because they leave immediately right afterwards. They talk, they trash, and then leave. And sometimes they be the ones who don't be the team players too, which makes it that much more irritating. Like, if you're that mad at a team, just leave. You don't have to type in the chat, insult the person who's, again, on your team and most of the time is going to try to help you out. You don't have to sit up here and insult them, make them feel like they're a terrible player or whatever, or make them mad and mess up their gameplay. Like, what's the point? Just leave and then block the player if you're that mad. You don't have to you don't have to be that way. It's so unnecessary. And I came across several players who play like that. Like, if that's the way you act with teammates, no wonder you're hopping in the randoms. I wouldn't want to play with you either if that's how you're gonna treat me. Like, that's ridiculous. Right here, I was trying to tell my Mount Lady that Froppy that was attacking her in the tree. I saw her last second. She was hanging in the tree. I gotta admit, that's a good place to hide. But yeah, that just rubbed me the wrong way, because it's like there's so many players who just do that. They sit up here and they just blame you. They blame you for not saving them when it's like, at least if it's in a situation where y'all aren't fighting as a team, I totally get it. I totally get that. But even then, just leave and block them. You don't have to play with them again. But in a situation like this, where we were trying to play as a team, it's like, what do you expect Mount Lady to do here? She was going to die if she didn't sit up here and, you know, I guess that's the crazy part actually about it. I was thinking so, like, if she didn't back up, she didn't even back up. She was trying to fight Endeavor because he was throwing a flame arrow at her. So like, what was Mount Lady supposed to do there? Like, if y'all know the situation, like, please tell me, like, if I'm tripping. Was there any way that Mount Lady could have saved Shigaraki and came out with her life as well in that situation? What could she have done? Because I don't think she could have done anything. If she gone Giant, she would have been a big target for both Endeavor and Overhaul the target. If she was to go and focus down Overhaul, Prominence Burn coming her way. If she was to focus on Endeavor, Shigaraki would have still went down. It was a lose-lose situation. You can't be mad at this player for that. And for other players that are in a similar situation, you can't be mad at them for it, because that is literally a lose-lose situation. Sometimes it happens. So, I just wanted to really get that off my chest. I'm going to say this ahead of time, or I guess I'm going to say this now. Don't feel any type of specific type of way with the player that I was playing with. I was thinking about censoring their name, but that would have been much more of a pain to try to censor, because then they're moving all the way around my screen and stuff, and I don't have time for it. That's doing too much. So, don't target this player. Don't act in a certain type of way to this player. This is not to target the player. I repeat, this is not to target the player. I am talking about the majority of players who act this way. It's insanely unnecessary, and you could quite legitimately just block the player if you're that mad at playing with them. It's not hard. So I want to make sure to express this again. Do not target or act a certain type of way towards this player. Okay? Nothing personal towards him. But I feel like I needed to address people acting this way, because it is ridiculous sometimes. How some players generally are so self-centered to where they think that, you know, you just have to prioritize saving them at all costs. Like, damn, like that's crazy. That's crazy. So again, to express, leave the Shigaraki player alone. He was a good player. All right. I just did not like how he sat up here and insulted my teammate, and she did nothing wrong. She genuinely did nothing wrong. There was not much she could have done in that situation to save him, if anything at all. So I just wanted to express that. I wanted to get that off my chest. And I feel better. So again, I'm gonna say it one more time: leave that player alone. If for some reason you run into them and you play with them, don't discriminate towards them or whatever. If you decide you don't want to play with them, let it be off of your own reason, not my reason. All right, give them a chance to prove themselves. That's what I always stand by. So this game is just about over. If you guys enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, comment, share the video even. It helps. And I'll see you guys in the next video.